I just pushed the door and I asked her to stand up. As soon as she stood up, I just saw blood. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be long because I want to rant. You remember I said I was going to rant about the house help, my first live-in house help experience. This year I decided that I was done with the, how do I put it, my house help doesn't stay with me. She's not a live-in house help. She comes and goes on a daily. So this year I decided that I wanted a live-in house help, since I now have 2 kids and I'm going to be doing school runs and stuff like that. So I wanted somebody that would live with me at home. So I spoke to my husband. He spoke to the lady that brings house helps to their family house, and she got me a help. She brought the first one and I didn't like her. She was about, I think, 15, 16. So I told her I didn't like her, and she promised she was going to bring someone else, and I told her my age range. I wanted somebody that is ranging from the age of 11 to 13. Now, it's not like I want somebody that would really be heavy lifting in my house, because even the other help that comes and goes, she doesn't really do heavy lifting. I have someone else take my clothes to the laundry. I have a laundry machine for my kids, so she doesn't really do much other than cleaning the house. I do the cooking myself. She doesn't wash my bathroom or my husband's bathroom. She doesn't really make my bed or that of my husband. Like all those personal things, she doesn't do it. All she does is clean the house and sweep, mop, and then clean everywhere, and clean the kitchen, and then put the clothes in the laundry machine, wash them there, rinse them, and then dry them. That's the things that she does in the house. That's the one that goes and comes. So I was looking for someone small because I wanted somebody that would play around with Haifa, and when I go for jobs with my kids, there'll be someone taking care of them, because my sister is going back to school and there'll be no one to like help me with the kids and all that. She normally stays home with them whenever I have to do anything outside or whenever I have jobs and stuff like that. So I wasn't going to even leave her at home with my kids. I was going to take the help with my kids to wherever I'm going to, but I have like a second hand helping me put an eye on maybe Haifa when I need to take care of Hamad, and maybe when I need to take care of Haifa, there's somebody putting an eye on Hamad. So that was the idea for trying to get a live-in house help. So when they brought Umi was around 15, 16, and I said she was too big. Like, I am petite in size. I don't want anybody that will come and the next thing is we're exchanging words one day. Even though she had working experience, so she has worked somewhere, and I told the lady it doesn't matter. I can teach whoever is coming to stay with me the way I want things to be done around me. So she brought Husseina. She told me Husseina was around 11 to 13, and I was happy as well. Husseina is 11 to 13. And then one funny thing is, as the first time I set my eyes on the girl, I fell in love with her. I liked her. I'm at my parents, so please pardon the background noise. So I fell in love with Husseina. I just told the lady, oh, I like this girl, and they went back, picked up her things and brought her back to my house. So our first day together was fun. She smiles, she plays with kids. I was very happy. Oh, this is somebody that is going to, really get along with my kids, because she was really jovial. She played with them and all that, and she had working experience, so teaching her some things were really pretty easy. My sister put her through the things in my house, how I like things to be done and stuff like that. And first day was good. Second day, she was sleeping. What I noticed, she doesn't really know how to sleep. I don't know how to put it. We're from at the house, it's not a wow one, but she forgets herself while sleeping. And when you see her in the middle of the night, her leg is here, her hand is there. So I just felt like, oh, I can work with that. Like, I can always wake her up when at night, because I breastfeed at night. So I just feel like whenever I'm up to breastfeed, I'll check on her and like adjust to the way she sleeps. And then I noticed they brought her without personal care things like Vaseline, toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, sponge and stuff like that. So On the second day we went out, we got all that. I didn't know we got all that, and I noticed she didn't have any cardigan, and my house is close to like a river, so it's really cold during Hamatan. So we went out, we got leggings, we got pantyhose, and we got cardigans. I was really excited. I liked her. I got I liked whenever I go out alone to shop, I always pick something out for her. From my last vlog, you see that I picked like a body spray. It was for her. So everything was moving fine until the third day. I woke up to breastfeed, and I went to check up on her in the other room, and I noticed that she was sleeping, like, you know, her legs were everywhere and all that, and I noticed she didn't have panties on. So I woke her up to adjust the way she was sleeping, and I just told myself that okay, we're going to go get panties that day or like the next day. And I was about to change her mat. I started hearing this sound as if someone on a tap. You understand? And I was just wondering where the water was coming from, because the bathroom tap was off. So I was wondering where the water was coming from, and I just noticed she was the one peeing. So I immediately woke her up to go to the bathroom. This was on the third day. They brought her on a Sunday, and this is like a Tuesday night stroke Wednesday morning. So I woke her up, she went to the bathroom, she washed her body, she changed her clothes, and then like I told her to lie down on like the side of the mattress. Then in the morning she'll take it out and all that. In the morning, I didn't want to overwhelm her, because she's this kind of person that when you wake her up, from what I've noticed of 2 days being with her, when you wake her up, it takes her time to like really wake up. So I didn't want to overwhelm her and scream. And see, I was so gentle with this girl, probably because I liked her or something, but I was so gentle with her. I didn't want to overwhelm her that night. I waited till the following day in the morning. After taking her to school and back, I now called her to talk about it. I asked her if she bedwets, and she said she doesn't bedwet. I asked her if this is her first time, and she said yes, it was her first time. I said okay, no problem. She said she dreamt that she was in the bathroom peeing, and then eventually, and sometimes those things happen. You dream that you're in the bathroom and then you pee. So sometimes you don't pee, you actually wake up when you realize it's a dream and all that. So I didn't really take it much at heart. This was on a Wednesday. That Wednesday afternoon, after picking Haifa up from school, I came back and the room was just smelling funny. We couldn't really place. Okay, from Tuesday night, we noticed the room was smelling funny. The parlor actually was smelling funny because she uses the bathroom in the parlor. It was smelling funny, and we couldn't pinpoint. So I just said asatra romuta, and let's burn some incense and see. So after burning the incense, it kind of smelled nice. We went to bed, everything was fine, and then that pee stuff happened. And then it was Wednesday afternoon, and she said she doesn't bedwet, blah blah blah. I said okay, no problem. Wednesday afternoon, after picking Haifa up from school, I entered the room. I was not asking my sister, like, don't you perceive the smell coming out from this room? She said yes, but we couldn't pinpoint what. So I started moving things one after the other. I said okay, before she came, the room was smelling okay. So now let's remove her things. So we removed her things first, and it was still smelling. We removed the blanket, it was still smelling, and then eventually we moved this center mat that was close to the center mat that was where she was sleeping, and that was when the room smell changed. So we now discovered okay, it's that mat. And okay, we put back her things, and the room was still smelling nice. We put back the blanket was very okay. I'm sorry, the blanket and the mat, I didn't take it back in because I just figured it was because of maybe that pee, that first one. Now, to burst your bubbles, yeah, I asked her if she bedwets, and this girl literally lied to my face that she doesn't bedwet. Now this girl has been bedwetting since she came to my house, and that Tuesday was the day I even noticed. So if I wasn't there when she started bedwetting that night, I wouldn't really know that she bedwets until maybe when we perceive the smell and all that. So my room is going to be smelling. Haifa is 2. Haifa doesn't bedwet. Haifa doesn't even wake up at night to pee. She sleeps through the night. She's 2, and this girl is about 13, and this girl is bedwetting. I said, okay, I allowed that slide. I actually wanted to return her. I called the lady. I was just ranting over the phone, told her to come and pick her, and she said she wasn't in town. She'll be back on Saturday. And I said, okay, we'll just wait till Saturday. So I took on the responsibility of waking up every night to wake her to pee. I make sure she pees in the morning. She pees at night before going to bed, and I make sure she pees like twice at night. Now, I was actually looking for a help. I didn't say I wanted to adopt a daughter that I'll be taking care of. This girl, one good thing about her is she knows her job. She knows how to clean the house. She knows how to play with kids. Like, she's efficient. But the only problem is that pee. Now, I said, okay, I can work with waking her at night since I am currently breastfeeding and I wake up like twice at night. So I can wake her up twice at night to pee. Said, okay, no problem. Because one other thing is she was really remorseful on that's Thursday morning. She was really remorseful about the whole thing. She actually washed the center mat, like she washed it clean. That center mat was dirty already before like she came, and she washed it really clean. So Thursday, after washing it and everything, so I moved her to the living room, to the parlor. I said she's not going to stay in my room. I stay in a 2-bedroom apartment, one for me, one for the Oga, and then the living room. So I cannot take her to the kitchen to sleep. I actually wanted her. Let me tell you the level at which I liked her. I moved the first day she came. Her things were in my room. I heard some people keep their house help things in their store, and then they probably sleep in the living room. But I didn't mind. I was like, but Chineka, she'll sleep in my room. There's no problem. So after that incident, I moved her to the parlor, and I equally make sure I wake her up at night. So Thursday night, I went to pick. That's a stroke. Friday morning, I went to pick her up, to wake her up. Sorry, to pee around 2 a.m. I now discovered that she had rolled from the bed and onto my center mat, and she peed there, and she's sleeping. She peed on the center mat, and she was just comfortably sleeping in it. Now, there's one thing with people that bedwet. If you are a regular bedwetter, you would bedwet and you sleep in it comfortably. But if you're not a regular bed, you would not be comfortable in that pee. You would either move or you would stand up immediately. Like most people that bedwet just maybe accidentally, they wake up in between. They don't really bedwet. They don't pee completely while sleeping and just continue sleeping in it. I went to a boarding school. I know that firsthand. Like people that bedwet, they will sleep in their pee comfortably till morning, even with the cold and everything. So I got pissed. I was really angry. I woke her up to clean up. I woke her up and she was still sitting down where she was. I woke everybody up in that house because I was just ranting here and there. I was really angry. Like, I'm trying my best to help you, and I don't know how many hours of sleep you peed before you slept. Which kind of bladder do you have? Do you get? I was really angry, and the one that even got me even more angry is she left the bed and she rolled onto my center mat in the living room, and she peed on the center mat, and she continued sleeping in it. I don't think she even slept from that too, because nobody slept in the house until about 3. I was just raking here and there, and in the morning I called the lady. I told her I don't think I can wait. It was for Friday morning. Told her I can't wait till Saturday, and I can't wait till Saturday, please. I need her to come and get the girl. And she told me she wasn't. She said she's not back yet. She'll be back on Saturday, and Saturday will be it will be late at night. Sorry, baby. It's going to be late at night, and I can't send the girl back to the woman's house because of her safety, and I don't know the woman's house. Now, guys, I even skipped another part. On Wednesday evening, I was in the living room and I noticed she was using the living room bathroom. I noticed that I noticed this sound of like water dripping, and I asked her, like, are you peeing on the floor? And she didn't answer. In my head, I'm like, I feel born this girl. I just pushed the door and I asked her to stand up. As soon as she stood up, I just saw blood. I had to call my sister. Come, please, come and see this. Is it the same? Are you sure? Like, I wanted to have someone else view it and tell me that what I'm seeing is actually what I am seeing. And now, the woman that brought her did not tell me this girl has started her period. I asked her immediately, has she started her period? Is this her first time? She said this is her first time. And then eventually when I pushed for that, she said no, this is her second time. I asked her when they brought her to this town. She said it's about a month ago, and she had her first one when she came to town, and then the second one was now in my house. Now, mind you guys, if you listen to the story from the beginning, you know that I told you she didn't come with any undies, she didn't have any panties and anything. I had to start, it was, I think after Isha, it was around 8 or so. I had to start running around to get her pad. Now, pad of her size, panties of her size. Like, I did not sign up for this. How do I do this? I have to start educating her what period is, because obviously the people that brought her here did not tell her anything about period. I asked her how she handled it the first time, and she said she didn't use anything. Whenever she noticed it's dripping down her legs, she's going to walk into the bathroom and just pour water. I now asked her if she told the lady that brought her, since she was staying with the lady. Did she tell her? She said no. Okay. Were you not scared when you first saw your period? She said no. Why? That she has seen her sister see her period and it wasn't a scary thing, so she was not scared. Now, I don't think this girl I don't even think that's her first time, because the confidence she has to talk about it safe. I just told my husband that I wasn't cut out for this. In short, my Hausa is not that strong. How do I start explaining to her about period, what period means, and how to take care of herself, how to couple with the fact that she pees. At first, I was actually confused as to how to handle her. But after sleeping on it on Thursday, I said, okay, I can handle this. Maybe we can work on the peeing. I can be waking up and like waking the girl to pee, watching her water intake and stuff like that. I just felt like, okay, maybe I can handle it. After the whole peeing thing, I called her. I said, no, I can't do that, because I had already handled the period. I said, okay, eventually anybody that I take in might either have started period or maybe would start in my house, and I'll have to go through that process. So it's not bad that I do it for her. And I said from the very beginning I liked her as soon as I saw her. And guys, I was even saying, oh, finally I now have Husseina in my house. I might have twins for my next kids, since from my dad's side, there are twins. My husband is a twin. My mom had 3+ before me. So I was like, Husseina is coming to my house with grace of twins. Guys, I couldn't handle it. On Sunday, the lady came back on Saturday, but it was late. So I told her, okay, I now told her that, okay, my husband said we should keep her for like another week and see if we can work on the pee and all that. She said, okay. So on Sunday, we visited my in-laws' house. We visited them around Maghrib. I went there alone around Maghrib with her and the kids. And then we were about to leave, and then they called Isha prayer. So my husband said, okay, we should wait. He'll go to the mosque. When he's back, we would leave. Now, her eyes were wide awake as at when they called Isha. The mosque is just behind my husband's family house. Like, it's not even up to 5 minutes. It's a 2 to 3 minutes walk from my husband's house to the mosque. And then probably, let's say 10 minutes in the mosque and maybe greeting people and all that. Everything in total is like 20 minutes. And this girl, within the space of that 20 minutes, this girl has slept and peed on their couch. Dan Allah ku dauki me aiki ku tafi gidan sirkan ku ta musu fitsari akan kujera. How do you do that? How? And then it's even his stepmom's parlor. Come and see how I'm begging up and down. In short, even when we were even saying Usaina Kinyi fitsari, she said no, she didn't pee. It's a lie, she didn't pee. I had to touch her skirt. I was like, is this not pee? Is your clothes not wet? Now, overall, this girl came to my house on Sunday. That Sunday she peed in my in-laws' house is 1 week, day of even being together. This girl came with the period, because as at Wednesday the period was finishing, not starting. She came into the house with the period. She was peeing in my house from when she came in. See, guys, Monday morning, when she woke up, she wanted to start cleaning the house. I said, don't bother. I got Haifa ready for school. I made her lunch and then headed straight to Haifa's school. As soon as I dropped Haifa, we went to the lady's house. I called her, asked her to describe the house, and we went straight to the woman's house, and I told her, sorry, I really wanted to do this. I really liked this girl, but I can't. Mentally, I don't think I can take it. And I don't want us to get to the level where I'll be shouting and screaming. And before you know what's going on, probably beating. And I don't want to beat anybody's child. So I just said, let me return her. The woman now said, I can ladani, sadaka zaki, katima kamata and all that. Yes, I get akwe lada and all that. But this world is scary now. I heard they said that they have medications for people that pee. There's a traditional medication for people that pee. But what if I get the medication and start giving it to her, and then something happens? You know the things we see on Hide My IDs and the things we see on Arewa, whatever, Arewa Twitter, Arewa TikTok, Arewa whatever. And eventually something happens and they now put mic and camera in front of that girl, and she now says that we're drugging her, we're giving her, because as soon as I can say, well, it's not a bani when magani but massa magani meba, then the lady that brought her will now say she doesn't even know that the girl was sick to the level that they were giving her medication. I beg, no one here how manage. That was why I said, let me just gather this one's wahala and take her back to where she came from. Returned her on Sunday. You guys, please drop your Meaiki or house help experience here. I've had one house help that she doesn't live with us, like I said earlier. She goes and comes. Her name is Hope, and she's been with me since I conceived Hamad, and even after birthing Hamad and all that. And I really enjoy her services, but the problem is I do need a live-in house help, with coupled with Haifa going to school and everything like that. But it is not easy. Just within the space of a week, within the space of 2 weeks, I've had 3 house helps. One lived with me for a week, and then now I have another one, and I'm going to come here and rant again if anything happens with this one. Please drop your Meaiki experience in the comments. Let's all laugh. Let me and you know, and please give me tips on how to like handle them, because I don't like talking too much. I don't want somebody that will make me shout. I'm willing to like do a lot for you, but they are not even willing to. I don't know. And having this live-in house help that comes from villages and all that, I now realize that a lot is going on in the world. They are not educated. They live like animals. They don't have basic self-care. How to pee, how to wipe yourself, how to take your bath, how to Guys, please drop your tips in the comments and drop your experience too. Thank you.